it's Madison. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome to the squad. I share my recovery journey and my life on this channel, so if you guys are excited, you should subscribe down below and turn on post notifications. I am almost at 300, sort of. I would love to get to 300. It'd be so crazy. Anyway, for today's video, I've decided to talk about a couple of the things that I have had to accept and change in order to progress in my recovery. They were kind of the last couple things that my disorder was holding on to that I wasn't accepting or changing, and now that I've started to accept and change them, my recovery has skyrocketed. And I want to share those with you guys, so if you guys are in that kind of spot where you're not really progressing and you're not really going backwards, you're kind of just staying here and you don't know what you need to do, I am going to share these three with you because you might be doing them still, and it might help you to know that you have to give them up and you have to accept them. So the first thing is pretty obvious. You have to stop body checking and you have to stop any disordered behavior you have. Body checking, food weighing, calorie counting, looking up the calories, looking up clean eating, looking up the nutritional information. You have to stop doing that in order to progress in your recovery. And the reason why is because by doing those, you're holding yourself back. By constantly knowing how many calories you eat, by constantly knowing the nutritional information on every single thing, is holding you back from choosing what you actually want to eat. Because when you do that, your disorder always wants you to pick the lower option. And so by knowing the calories, always counting your calories, and then at the end of the day finding out you ate more one day than the other day, you're going to get crushed because that's what your disorder does. Believe me, I've been there. So that needs to give up. You need to give up weighing your food. You also really need to give up body checking. You might not have struggled with all of these behaviors I just mentioned. There might be other ones I didn't mention that you struggled with. But for me, the main one was body checking. And that is something I've started to give up. And I've been working really hard about it. I filmed a whole video about body checking a couple weeks ago. And I'll make sure to leave that link down below and what has helped me change. But I've actually changed that a little bit. And what I've started doing is the baby steps worked for a while for me. But it's like anything. They only worked for a little bit. And so I had to change that. And so, recently, I've kind of just been pulling cold turkey, and I've just stopped doing it. And I still do it every once in a while because it's a habit, and I get urges, and a lot of times I do it without even realizing I'm doing it. Like, that's usually what happens. Like, I'll wake up in the morning, and I'll do it, and then I'll be like, oh my gosh, I almost made it. What the heck? I did it. Why did I do it? And it's just like, I do it unknowingly. And so I've just kind of been pulling cold turkey on it and doing the best I can with not doing it, and I'm not going to beat myself up if I slip up because I'm still at the beginning of giving it up and still at the beginning of not doing it. But eventually I'm going to get to the point where I don't do it, and I can tell you that it's been a couple days, about 3 or 4 days of pulling cold turkey and then maybe a few slip-ups, and there was a few slip-ups here and there, but mostly cold turkey of not doing it. And I can't tell you how much more intuitively and well I ate those 3-4 days than I had before in my recovery because I wasn't constantly checking my body before and after I ate. Crazy. Who would have known? I knew that was holding me back, and then I just needed to give it up, and the minute I gave it up, I'm eating so well, and I'm not feeling guilty as much, and because I'm not looking at my body right after I eat, so it feels good. So those behaviors, any disordered behavior, you have to give up. And then the other thing I want to talk about is you need to accept the fact that your body's going to change. And that can be really hard and it's something that I have taken a while for me to accept, that I wouldn't say I'm completely accepting of it, but I'm getting there. And it's hard because when you're in your disorder, you don't want your body to change. You don't want to gain weight. You want to lose weight. Everyone's disorder is different, but most likely you probably don't want your body to change like that. And that was terrifying to me. Weight gain, that word terrified me. I didn't even want to think about that because I was so terrified that if I gained weight, then I would go up a size, and I didn't want to go up a size, and then people would notice in a bad way. I'd look different. I'd get fat. I just was so scared. And I know that I am still a very thin person. And I'm not saying that I don't want to upset people, okay? I'm not trying to upset you. I'm just saying that it was really hard for me. And when I finally started gaining weight, it was really hard for me. And it still is sometimes. But I've learned that I just have to accept the fact that I can't be this size my whole life. This is not my body's natural state. And the reason why is because your body's natural state and weight it's at and position it's at is, it only gets to that place when you're not restricting, you're not binging, you're not doing any disordered behavior, eating what you want, eating how much you want, exercising, maybe you are, maybe you aren't, but you're not having to exercise. Your body's natural state is when you're eating what you want, how much you want, without having to feel like you have to exercise. That is your body's natural weight. But right now, I am still have some disordered behaviors I do every once in a while. So I know this isn't my body's natural state. There are still fear foods I haven't included in my diet and I avoid. That is not my body's natural state of weight. I won't know the number because I don't need to know the number. You should throw away your scale. But I'm just saying, that is how you know. You have to accept the fact that your body is going, you have to trust your body that it is going to get you to a place it needs to be. Your body is not going to screw you over and make you go obese or make you go overweight. Nothing's wrong with that. But if that's your biggest fear, and that's one of mine, it's not going to do that. That's not your body. Your body isn't going to, it's not like some monster that's going to turn against you. Your body is really smart. It is it knows where it needs to be. It knows where it needs to sit naturally to be healthy and to live a normal life. And I'm not there yet. And some of you might be there. Some of you might be at your healthy state. But like I said, to be at a healthy state, even if you are in the healthy weight range, you may not be at your body's natural state. Like I said, to be at your body's natural state, you have to have no disordered behavior and you have to not feel like you have to exercise. Everything has to be neutral to you to be at your body's natural state. So if you're at a healthy weight and you're still restricting, you're still over-exercising, you're still cutting foods out, you're not at your natural state. And I really learned that a lot from Megzy Recovery, who talked about that a lot, how she's at a normal weight and BMI, but she was still restricting and she was still cutting foods out and she was still not letting herself have things. And so she was like, well, this isn't where my body needs to be because I'm not incorporating all foods as much as I want in my diet. And so you have to trust your body and accept the fact that it's going to change and it's not going to let you down. And I know it's really hard to do that because, believe me, it took me forever. And it's still hard for me to trust my body. There are times and days where I'm like, my body's going to screw me over. I'm all of a sudden going to be I'm going to gain 15 pounds eating this. But I'm not. It's so irrational. You have to trust your body that it knows what it's doing. And when you feel bloated because you overate, or you feel really full and you're feeling guilty, don't feel guilty. Your body knows how to digest the food. Your body's smart. It knows what to do in that situation. You're not going to be bloated forever. It's going to get you unbloated. It's going to help you digest the food. Your body knows what it's doing. Yeah. So those are the two things I wanted to mention that I really had to change and accept. I had to get rid of all disordered behavior, and I had to accept and trust my body. Accept the fact that it was going to change and trust my body that it wasn't going to turn against me, and trusted that it knew what it's doing. Your body is so smart, and it's something you have to remember. It's hard, it takes practice, but I know you guys can do it. That does it for today's video. I know it was a little bit of a shorter one, but I really wanted to make a video about these couple things. And I didn't want to just push it in like a day in my life. I wanted to make a separate video for it because they're really important. If you guys want me to do separate videos on the two separate topics on what I did to get rid of the disordered habits and what I do to help myself more accept my body more and trust my body more. If you want me to do separate videos on those two topics, give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, whatever you want to do, letting me know if you guys want me to do that kind of thing. Anyway, make sure you check out the previous video down below. Follow me on Instagram at MadisonParameter if you haven't already. You can also message me on there. That'll also be down below if you guys have anything specific you want to ask me or talk to me about. Also follow all my other socials. They're also down below. And I will see you guys very soon in another video. I love you guys so much. Stay awesome, stay beautiful, stay strong, stay motivated. You guys got this. I know you do. You're beautiful. You're amazing queens. Bye.